Thank you for tuning in to Naija Speaks. Let me help you find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. So we are here today because we are celebrating 14 restaurant anniversaries at the land of Kush. So here with us now is Gregory Brown, Chief Executive Officer of the Land of Kush, and we want to know, how does a Black-owned vegan restaurant stay open for 14 years? Tell us your story.
A lot of prayer, a lot of trials and tribulations. I would stay here, good people working for us. Um, yeah, that's how we stayed over for 14 years. It's been a minute. So working through the pain, that's what you got to do. You got to work through the pain. I'm saying, and find ways to invent and reinvent yourself constantly.
Well, talk about some of the challenges you faced here. You opened up when, and technically it's more than 14 years because before you got the brick and mortar, you have a few years before that. So what do you say? It's 20 years? You've been in business for a long time. Talk to us about the journey, your ups, your downs, and how you overcame the challenges. I mean, I know there's a lot of aspiring restaurateurs out there that want to know because restaurants, especially vegan restaurants, are closing every day across the nation. What are your secrets?
Know if I have any secrets, but when we started vending at this thing called Jazz and Summer Nights, which was a free jazz concert they used to put on in front of City Hall, um, which is still going. That was back in 2004. And then uh, I was working at Verizon Wireless and and now I met Naija, and this lady right here. I met her, and we started doing different events like AFRAM, the African American Heritage Festival here in Baltimore. We did Artscape, we did different community festivals. We were out there vending. I was doing personal chef services, doing catering and things like that. And then it became too much. It was, either stay in the corporate world or, follow my dreams. And so obviously I decided to do the latter, my dreams, and uh, took my 401k. Now to put up some of her money. And we opened the restaurant January 6th, 2011.
January 6th. So this past Monday made our 14th year here at 840 North Utah Street. Talk to us about that time, January 11th, 2020, January 6th, 2011. What was going on during that time that year? Now,
She's trying to program me. So it was a recession going on. But I left my job in July of 2010. We didn't open the restaurant until January 2011. So that's about a 6 month time span between the time I left working and actually opening the restaurant and making money here, which took some time to do as well. But it was during the height of the recession. But one of the things that kind of pushed me through, because I had been working on it for a while, really what kind of drove it originally was a church elder came to me when I was working at this other company called MCI, and she said, Miss Willie Mae, shout out to Miss Willie Mae, that she said, write down your questions for God, listen for the answers, and write down the answers. So in doing that, in meditation and prayer and all that stuff, I was absolutely sure like this was the route I wanted to go. By the time July 2010 came around, I was absolutely sure I wanted to open this restaurant. It doesn't matter what didn't matter what the economy was. It didn't matter what people said or what advice they were giving on whether you could be successful or not, and maybe you should keep your good corporate job. Like, nah, it was all about following the vision and following the dream and following my communications with the creator and what I was supposed to be doing. So that's how we got to that point and opening the restaurant 6 months later. Ran all the way out of money. Had to borrow some money from my
all the way out of money, all the way out of money.
that was before the door opened. You know what I'm saying? I had to, talk to my uncle and shout out Warren Brown like for helping this young guy get the doors open. And so that's what happened. We got the doors open and we started rolling from there. And here we are, 14 years later, during the height of the recession back in 2000. Well, it started in 2008, but 2010, 2011, it was in full steam. So that's the environment that in which we opened the restaurant.
And guess what role I played in all of this? I got pregnant. What role did I play? I got pregnant. Okay, so what role did I play in this? Because it was a very challenging time. As Greg said, we ran out of money. Literally, when we were opening the doors, I was still working for corporate at Verizon Wireless. So I was bringing in probably enough money to barely pay the rent upstairs of the restaurant. But what was going on when the doors opened? What were you going through?
Fear and terror. No, not fear, but just excitement. Just looking for that first customer. When you open the door, you like waiting for that first person to walk
How
in
did
the
we
door.
do that? Like, how did we just let people know what was going on here?
You let people know what was going on here.
I don't even remember. What did we do?
You did. Well, I guess you both did some stuff.
Yeah, you were handing out business cards.
Yeah,
We're giving you the story. How we lasted 14 years.
Okay. I was in front of the store. There's a lot of traffic, so I was walking out to people's cars, handing them menus, telling them, "Hey, we get ready to open this restaurant. I want you to come support us as soon as we open it." I was walking around the neighborhood, handing out business cards, menus, whatever I had, flyers, whatever I had, handing them out, trying to get people in the store to come visit once we finally did open the doors. But Naijha was out here doing the real marketing. I was just talking to people looking like a stranger walking up, stranger danger walking up to him, handing him a piece of paper like a strange Jehovah's Witness or something. Like
about a vegan restaurant opening.
I didn't have a date for when we were gonna open.
Okay, that's gonna be the good story. And I see a lot of people chiming in. Boy, Blaze, I see you. Yes, you saw me in the DoorDash commercial, Plant Power. The gentleman that worked for DoorDash, Greg, tell the story about how I even got into that commercial since he's talking about it. Thanks for tuning in, Boy Blaze.
So the dasher on that particular DoorDash commercial used to work for me at Verizon Wireless. I was a supervisor there. He was on my team. And I guess I said some inspirational things to him. So when DoorDash came to him and said, we want to shoot this commercial, and they asked him for, where he wanted to do it at. He said the land of Kush. So shout out to Mr. Giddens out there for providing the land of Kush an opportunity to be part of his success. So that's how that got started, because you never know what words you speak to other people, how that may influence them years down the line. And just to add on to that, like I had met this guy at Staples one time, and he was homeless at the time. And I guess I said some inspirational words to him. I don't even remember, probably because I do stuff like that all the time, saying, positive energy activates constant elevation, or, saying little positive things to people. I guess I do it all the time. This guy ended up working for Baltimore City and helping the homeless out, Mr. Ellis Lee, and he works in their department to help the homeless out. So he got himself off his feet and, on his feet, and, got shelter, got married, got a child and a pet, so he living it up. And he reached out to me as soon as he had an opportunity and said, "Hey, we want to do a catering order with you. I don't know if you remember me. You said some words to me in Staples. So I don't know. I say stuff all the time. So, so you never know how your words or your presence may impact other people in the world. So, keep shining your light."
Yeah. Once again, thank you for tuning in, Boy Blaze. I see you out there. But I didn't know that commercial was going to be as big as what it was. I thought it was just going to be some social media advertisement. And then one day we were at a Thanksgiving thing at your brother's house, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw it on the big screen during a football game. I'm like, what in the world? Like, so it was
the only way she gonna watch football is if her face is in a commercial.
I didn't even know my face was. I'm like, but anyway, it was a great opportunity. Again, shout out to the Dasher. We love you. We appreciate you. Who else is there? Phyllis Sink. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, you stepped out and are living your dreams. And that's the thing you got to do, Phyllis. You got to step out. You got to step out of your comfort zone. So many people have ideas and dreams in their heads right now. And what's stopping them? Fear of the unknown, fear of just stepping out of the comfort zone, fear of doing something different,
Fear of failure.
fear of failure.
But I think that's a lot of things what holds people back is fear of failure. But you can never be successful without failure. There's nobody out there who succeeded in life in anything that they've ever done without some failures, some missteps, falling on their face first. And I think that's what has to happen. You have to get over that point of, like, I'm gonna fail. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail at something. You're not gonna be great every single day, but you can build on that. Always remember, perfection is a moving target. So what you thought was perfect today, or what you see is perfect tomorrow, once you reach that goal and you thought that was perfection, you're like, oh man, you know what? There's way more out here, than what I thought. So you up the ante and you move your projection forward and you say, like, nah, this is perfection right here, like going for this. And then when you get there, then you like, you know what? That's not perfection either. So remember, perfection, your greatness is a moving target. You're constantly building on who you are and your ability to be great.
Thanks again, Phyllis, for tuning in and for your comment. Boy, Blaze, you're talking about the green machine being your go-to smoothie. A lot of people don't realize we do sell fresh juices and fresh smoothies. My three favorites are the maple nut crunch, the blueberry vanilla, and the peanut bunch, like hands down. I love the green machine, but those are my top three. But don't forget, we do have fresh smoothies here, not the powder stuff that you find at some of these chains and restaurants. We have fresh juices and smoothies. Do you want to say anything about that? Why'd you add that to a vegan soul food menu?
Well, because we wanted balance. We wanted to have like the healthier options, along with things that help introduce people to being vegan and going plant based. So that's why we did the vegan soul food cuisine, because we understand the market, and introducing people to vegan food is not always about quinoa and split peas and beans and rice. Some people can relate to that, but some people don't. So maybe we do vegan barbecue rib tips, but then also to have something lighter and healthier on the menu. We do raw foods. We do the live kale, sesame spinach, and then we do the smoothies and juices. So my personal favorite is the pina colada's dream, and we add a little mango to that, make it super sexy for y'all. So yeah, we try to keep it balanced in here.
And just to give people something else to try, sometimes people hear the word vegan and they lose their mind and not understanding that fruits and vegetables are vegan. It's not that complicated. So at minimum, you can come in here and get a smoothie opposed to a milkshake with the cow's milk or a soda. Come and get a smoothie. Come and get a fresh. Smoothies are the best big sellers. If you're trying to test vegan and you're not sure about the food, you don't want to taste the food, come get a nice fresh smoothie. I appreciate you, Boy Blaze. Happy 2025, and thank you for the blessings. What else has been going on in the store? So they say the first year is the most important year in the business because it's the year that you're either gonna stay or you're gonna fail. And then 3 years later is the next milestone. Talk about that 1 to 3 year stretch. What happened? Because you went through some stuff. Don't let me tell everybody your business, okay? What have you went through in here that you can advise others in the first 3 years? What took place?
Lost my cook within the first 3 weeks.
During a time when? What happened?
Yeah.
Russell Simmons was coming out with his second book, and guess who they reached out to? Because at that time, there weren't a lot of Black-owned vegan restaurants. There weren't a lot of vegan restaurants, but there definitely weren't a lot of Black-owned, and we were getting called for everything. So in the first 3 months, we got contacted by Russell Simmons people. He was over at University of Baltimore, presenting his second book, Super Rich, which I read, great book. And what happened?
I don't know. I mean, we just put some stuff together for Russell.
We didn't know how to serve celebrities. I can tell you that much. I just took some stuff over there.
Yeah, but that wasn't just year one through three. That was the second month. That was a month after. That was February. We opened in January. That was February. As a matter of fact, even before that, Professor Griff, Public Enemy, did a slid through the restaurant on a humble. He just popped up in here. So so that began our celebrity journey. And since then, we've had Stevie Wonder in here. We've had Angela Davis. We've had um, Danny Glover. Shout out to Styles P. General.
Yeah.
Styles P. Has come through and supported us. Carmelo Anthony, Ray Lewis, ton of celebrities.
Chili from TLC.
TLC. We've had professional wrestlers in here. Blanco Brown, country music artist, has come through the restaurant. So we've had a
Country Wayne.
Country Wayne. Yeah, we've had a ton of celebrities come through the restaurant. So we're very grateful for that. So, but that's all throughout the course of it. It was just
Chloe and Haley.
Chloe and Haley.
Before they really blew up, they were still singing background for Beyonce. They were opening for Beyonce. Yeah, it's just been a fun time at the Land of Kush. Fun and challenging because keeping a restaurant open post-COVID, and I got to say post-COVID because pre-COVID and post-COVID are two different stories. What are the most challenging things about keeping a restaurant open? Now, without the people working in the restaurant, you have no restaurant, right? Correct. Can you talk about that?
One of the things that I think that we've been really successful at is maintaining staff. You're always going to have turnover, but I think we had some people here for 9, 10 years. And I think that's a good thing because you want people to understand your systems and how you do things, and so you need that consistency of employment to do that. But we've gone through a lot of people, hired, fired, had people, probably close to 1,000 people. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of people. I was counting one time, it was getting up to 300 people. To be there for 19 years, some people a month, some people are 10 months. But, I think working with people, I think that's the benefit of having your own business, or I'm not going to say the benefit of having your own business, but one of the benefits of having your own business is being able to support others, not just the community of healthy eaters or vegans or plant-based people out there, but also helping the community in terms of hiring people, being able to give people, a way to support themselves and their families and building relationships like that. So
yeah, so just what Greg says, because he has to deal with all of that. Now, on the marketing side and the public relations side, I know events, keeping the events and creating new events. I think in the 3rd or 4th year, we co-founded Vegan Soul Fest and was able to grow that for several years. And then we introduced Maryland Vegan Restaurant Month after it was Baltimore Vegan Restaurant Week and then Baltimore Vegan Restaurant Weeks. And then now it's the whole month, which we'll be celebrating again in March of this year and in August. I want to get some of the staff up here to talk about their experience because K-Ron's been here. K-Ron's been here the longest. He's right there. You want to stand right there? You want to come up here? Say something, K-Ron. You got to yell because they got to hear you. There goes K-Ron. What's your function here? What has it been like? He's like next to Greg in terms of the cooking, the recipes. He's that. He says he's that. They can't hear you back there, K-Ron.
seven years.
Wow. Wow. Woo! You go to him when it's not consistent. You go see K-Ron.
What I'm saying? Yeah, and then one day, we're actually going to do something for him. We're going to get him a Raven shirt and make sure that he's a Baltimore Raven. Watch football too. Pretty sure.
We all have our days. We operate like a family in here. We love, hate each other. Things go on. It could be hot boiling or it could be, crazy cool. But the environment is a family environment. Everyone pretty much can get along and
We've had their family members in here working. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? His son comes in here and acts like he's working when he's supposed to be doing homework. Sleep. We gonna work on him. He a young boy. What? 16. Yeah. So we've had family members. Like now it's a family environment. So it's our family and their family. So
I love it. What are some of the?
That's right, boy, Blaze. Go Ravens.
Yeah, I love it. Go Ravens, right? What are some of the tips that you want to share? Okay, people are asking a lot about the second location. What's happening with the second location? What do you want to say about that and some of the challenges it takes to open a second location?
Get your money right. Saying I think that's the most important thing. Having all your pieces together. I mean, we're still working on getting a second location, so. But it takes time and it takes energy and it takes effort and it takes, all your faculties. You got to pull all your experiences together and, make yourself great and grow.
Well, some of the things we're going to be doing down here at the Land of Kush is this week we got some bonus points for our rewards customers. And if people don't know by now, we have a loyalty program. If you're not enrolled in it, you're not going to get the emails, you're not going to get the postcards, you're not going to get the coupons, none of that. So when we start giving out our branded recyclable bag that you can put your food in for being a top customer, please don't complain to us and say, hey, I've been coming to y'all since y'all open. Well, your name wasn't on the list. So you're going to want to go sign up for the rewards program. Come down to the store, scan in, go to the website, landofkush.com, enroll. We are going to be doing a lot of things this month, and that's one of them. You're going to get bonus points this week, and we're going to be reaching out to our top customers, our VIP customers, to give them a branded tote bag. What else do we got in store? Any new menu items? Anything you're working on?
New menu items. There's always something working in here. We're going to be doing some Caribbean dishes come up. I mean, we already do some African dishes, but we're definitely working on some new menu items. Just to throw out there every once in a while. So we always got a ton of new things, the buffalo nuts or the black eyed pea fritters or the chickpea burger. Chickpea burger is a favorite. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Johnny Graham down there at Howard University. He loves the chickpea burger. Shout out to Shayla. My that's on the way, Ava. So so come down and check it out. You gotta check it out. You gotta see the full menu. You do catering. We're out in the community doing things, talking to the people. So you got to come check us out.
Landofkush.com is the website. You talked about one of the most important things for a business, especially a Black business, whether they're vegan or not vegan, is to stay open. Yeah. I always talk to Greg, we're always open. Sometimes we got closed. We work so hard. We're open 7 days a week. Talk about the importance of Black businesses staying open, being open when they say they're going to be open.
That's the most important thing. Say you're gonna be there. Like you're supposed to open up at 11, be open at 11. Closing at 9, closing at 9. Saying early on, I wasn't closing. I was letting everybody come in here to my staff. I was getting upset. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to go home. They were here for 8-10 hours. They trying to go home, and I'm letting one more customer in, and then there's 3 more customers. But the really important thing is to be there when you say you're gonna be there. If you're gonna be open at 11, be open at 11. Don't none of that. You open at 12 one day and 11 another day and 11:30, none of that. Be there when you open when you say you're going to be open. I remember we had it was during this time of year when, my pipe busted in the back. The water pipe busted because it froze. Busted. There was water coming from the kitchen all the way to the front door. People were still stepping in here like, okay, what do you have available to eat? Trying to deal with the water. Okay, y'all want to buy stuff. Okay, so that's the great thing is people want to support you, but you got to be there. You're supposed to be there. Open when you say you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there. Be there.
I'd add to that and say Google is your friend. Now I know people love the Instagram and Meta, all the social stuff and the TikTok and all that's great, but I don't search for any restaurants or any businesses without first going to Google. So if your business isn't listed on Google, you are missing out. Like people are searching restaurants near me, vegan near me. And if you don't have your business listed, you are losing at that time. And if you have your business listed and your hours aren't correct and your information isn't posted correctly, you're also losing it. I hate going to a business that says they're open and they're not open when I get there. Google is your friend. I'm grandfathered into YouTube because Google bought them out. Please, folks, I love Meta. I advertise a hell of a lot through Meta, but Google is also your friend and you need to use the tool. It's free. And if you want to advertise, you can do that as well by putting a little bit of money up. Google. What else you want to share?
Listen to the chief marketing officer. That's what I want to share. I don't know. It's been really great, to be here 14 years. I remember somebody said to me early on, like, once you leave the shore and you can't see the land anymore, then you're a real entrepreneur. And that's a real thing, is that, once you can't see that workplace anymore and, become the workplace, it becomes a very real thing, so you got to get out here, you got to hustle, you got to stay on your grind, keep it moving. The other thing I would say in terms of staying open for a very long time is to take care of your health, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, take care of your emotional health, take care of your spiritual health. You have to take time for yourself, exercise, do your prayers and meditations, take time for yourself. You can't grind all the time. Everybody says grind, grind, grind. You can't do it all the time. You can't do it you can do it 24/7, but something's gonna sacrifice. So you got to give yourself an opportunity to kind of relax and grow and pull yourself together.
And I agree with that 100%. I took, and he tells me all the time because I'm always done like every it's got to be something, something, something. And I've done that for so many years, literally since this restaurant opened, before the restaurant opened, with the events, all that type of stuff. And I took the past couple of years to really reflect on all the work I've done, all the help I put out to folks, all to say, you know what, this year is about me. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to sit back. We're going to have a couple events. I'm going to support some people with their events. And that's how we're doing it this year. I'm going to relax mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I can't wait. And I'm going to take some more vacations and, engage in some more boards, some more board duty. Yeah, no, it's not. It's different when you sit on the board.
I'm gonna take on more projects.
No. I'm not gonna take on.
I'm gonna take time for myself.
No. I'm gonna share knowledge. I'm gonna share knowledge and resources and advice and that sort of thing. But I'm gonna be chilling. So he's right. You got to get your R&R mentally, physically, and emotionally. What can we expect the rest of the year from the land of Kush? What should the viewers be looking towards in the future of the land of Kush? Where's the land of Kush going? Are they waiting for the cookbook? And I think they're waiting for the T-shirts. People be asking about the T-shirts.
Well, let's say merchandising in general. So we're working on some merchandising things. The other thing is, what do we have? I don't know. We're going to be trying some recipes and throwing some things out there for people to try. And hopefully doing some events here in the store. Maybe a little happy hour type of deal once a quarter or something like that. That's what's in my mind right now. Yes, the cookbook. I have 3 cookbooks in my head right now, but I'm working on one. Like I'm working on the outline this over the next 2 days. So I'm working on that. Just big things. Just continuing to be great, pushing ourselves towards greatness and raising the bar for ourselves and our community.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Naijha Speaks. Please subscribe and click like. I'm at 9 192 subscribers. I need 8 more to get to the 1,000. So can I get 8 more subscribers?
Let's get it.
Naijha Speaks is a project of the Black Business Society. If people don't know, Land of Kush does have a charitable arm, the Black Business Society, that has been operating for 10 years now. And this nonprofit has been instrumental in putting out Vegan Soul Fest, the Maryland Vegan Restaurant Month, the Children's Veg Fest last year. We have online food as medicine webinars that we put out during COVID. And Naijha Speaks is also a project of the Black Biz Society. So we need your support. You can go to blackbizsociety.org if you like the interviews, if you like the on-site stuff that I do, if you want more panel discussions, cooking demos, things like that. Please show your support. And if you want more events, yeah, we'll be working on more events in the future. So all that support is tax deductible. We are official 501c3. So please keep us running, keep us going as a Black small grassroots organization. It means a lot, even if it's just $5 or $10. We stretch those dollars, advertising, all type of stuff, and investing in other community events. So that's what we do. We share our resources and we share our funds. What else do you have to say? The one best tip that you can leave for aspiring vegan restaurant owners and restaurant owners in general. I say vegan restaurant because it's a small market that people are trying to appease, but with all the restaurants closing or turning into meat-friendly restaurants, what advice do you want to give?
Don't conform. Don't conform yourself. I mean, I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But try not to conform to what you think the world wants. Put out who you are. Put the food out that you want to put out. Be creative. This is a creative atmosphere. Be creative. The food that you offer. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Do something different. Make it you. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes, to me, I think that's what makes businesses in general successful, is because it's about that business and what they have to offer. And that's what makes people come through and support, because they want to support you, the business owner. They're not just there supporting the business as if it's some mechanical robot or something like that. It's not that. It's they want to support the business because you're behind the business, because of who you are. So be you, be about you and be about your business. Let the world see who you are and see your life.
I appreciate you coming on and sharing your expertise of being open as a Black vegan business for 14 years. Folks, stay tuned. We're going to have more. We're celebrating this month. It's Veganuary. So if any month, with the exception of Maryland Vegan Restaurant Month, which you got to come out in March and August, step out, get a smoothie. Try a sample. If you want to come, try a sample of this multi-award vegan soul food. Okay? Multi-award. We just won 2024 Best Soul Food by Baltimore Sun. Best soul food. Best soul food. 2024.
Dark and Blue, Carrot
Cafe. And those are our friends. We love having all these restaurant friends. We're sending people, all of y'all, many blessings in 2025. We want everyone to succeed. We're all in this together. There's some vegan trade meetings that are going to be happening that started in December. So look out for emails from me about those. There's another one coming up this month. So just stay tuned. Follow us. It's not just about us. It's about the community. We share information. We collaborate, all that type of stuff. So peace and blessings. I love you. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe to Naijha Speaks. Follow the Land of Kush at the Land of Kush on Meta. And go to landofkush.com or come step in the building, 840 North Utah Street, right near Martin Luther King Boulevard. We love you. Peace out.
Peace.
Meeting you where you are.